Good afternoon, Republican senators. While most of you are very familiar with big company names such as Google, Intel, and eBay, most of you may not know that every single one of the founders of these companies is an immigrant. Altogether, they have made tremendous contribution to our society by helping create jobs and help to build a free market economy that is an important part of the Republican value that I know that all of you strongly believe in. Now there's another group of young immigrants who are just as ambitious and intelligent, and they are potentially the future CEOs and founders of big companies, but now they have been denied a chance because they are unable to obtain higher education, all because they were brought here illegally by their parents when they were children. And so today in this speech, I will argue to pass the DREAM Act, which will allow these young people to have a chance to participate in the society and to become valuable assets to our society. So first, I will argue that these undocumented students are living in poverty. And second, I will argue that the DREAM Act will be the solution for this problem. And finally, I will argue that the DREAM Act will not create a chain of migration, as many people may believe. So first, I will argue that these undocumented students are struggling in poverty because of their illegal status. So so we know that nowadays the lack of a college degree will create a huge obstacle to climbing the economic and social ladder. And unfortunately, according to study by College Board in April 2009, the majority of undocumented high school graduates are not able to attend college because of their illegal status. And also from the statistics from the Bureau of Labor, 40% from the Bureau of Labor that the unemployment level for high school graduates is more than twice higher for those that have graduated from college. So considering these facts, it is not surprising that according to the Immigration Policy Center, 40% of these undocumented students live below the federal poverty line. So now I will argue that this problem can be solved with the passage of the DREAM Act, because the DREAM Act will provide opportunity for these undocumented students to obtain higher education and to go beyond the high school degree. Well, now many of us may know that having a college degree will significantly reduce poverty rates. According to Sandy Baum, senior policy analyst from the College Board, having a college degree, only 4% of people with bachelor degrees are living under the federal poverty line, and this is compared to the 40% for those people with only a high school degree. And also, I wanted to point out that the concept behind the education and the poverty rate is nothing new. 25 years ago, in the case of Plyler versus Stowe, the Judge Brennan has made an explicit link between education and social mobility. And because of this case, for undocumented students, they're able to complete and attend K through 12. And by denying them this opportunity, Judge Brennan has been quoted saying that this will create an permanent underclass of individuals and also lifelong of hardship. So I wanted to argue that in today's world and society, that employers are looking beyond the high school degree and they're looking for college level education. So we need to adjust and allow these people a college degree so that they can prevent a lifelong hardship, and we can prevent the permanent underclass individuals that the Supreme Court's decision has intended to prevent. And still, with all these benefits, some people may not be convinced that we should pass the DREAM Act. Some people oppose the DREAM Act because they do believe that this will create incentive for more illegal immigrants. But I would like to argue that this will not be the case. To begin with, this act only applies to a very small minority of people that qualify and have met these criteria. And even if they are eligible, it takes many years for the whole process to really work out, and it doesn't grant anyone legal status just based on their eligibility. And one of the opponents is Florida Senator Marco Rubio. He has been quoted saying that this will allow a chain of migration. But in fact, this is not the case, because there is a clear cutoff line for the dates for application, and all this application only applies for people who have already been here for 5 years, and so it doesn't apply to anyone residing outside of the United States right now. So there really isn't no incentive for anyone outside of the United States to even try to come here. And also, according to Tom Rodriguez, a public administrator and author of 5 published books on Hispanic immigration, it is proven that economic factors are the biggest plays the biggest role in the trend for immigration than any single legislation would alone. So just by passing the DREAM Act, it would not create a chain of migration. So in today's speech, I have argued for the passage of DREAM Act because there is a group of young individuals who are suffering in poverty because of their inherited illegal status, and DREAM Act would solve this problem by providing them opportunities to go to college and beyond. And finally, the DREAM Act will not create a chain of migration. And so our nation is founded by immigrants, and we have improved a lot with the contributions of these immigrants. So there is no point to stop that trend now and not allow these young people to make their contributions just because they came here through no fault of their own. Thank you.